Hello everyone. In this video tutorial, we will familiarize with the basic features of EurekaSim software. Just launch the EurekaSim applications. So when you launch the EurekaSim application, you can load or unload that plugins here. Okay, click OK and then close the application. Now if you launch the EurekaSim, then you can see with the bare minimal application without any, if any new add-ins are not loaded, then you can see three tabs: home, basic and study tabs. And in the home tab you can see different type of toolbar, showing and hiding of toolbar windows like this. See this? Okay, or you can have experimental view hiding, or file settings view, or anything similar related to that. Or you can make it full screen like this, or you can exit from the full screen, and you can see a lot of similar multiple window which we can open it and manage it. And in the basic setup, you will have an option to load the last saved file if needed, and you can there is another feature is the add-in wizard feature, where you will be able to generate different plugin code for different type of add-ins like C++, C#, .NET, VB.NET and Python, which will be covered in detail in other videos. So this is actually the base framework platform from which you will be able to develop the add-ins. So this will create a skeleton code for you, so that you can start it from that add-in project and develop your own solutions. And this macro scripting will enable you to run some Python scripting or VB script or macros, so that you will be able to automate your environment with different type, and you can call different APIs from these macros, call different EurekaSim APIs from these macros. And the study tab, you will be given provided with a different type of experiments, where you will be able to, depending upon the plugins and the options added in that plugin, you will be able to see different type of experiments here. So let's for the timing, let's try to load one plugin like polygon crystal add-in, then load it again. So when you load this polygon crystal add-in, you can see that one photonic device simulation here. So you select it, and there will be subcategory subgroups. So what we will do is we will select that one as well. Okay, and so you can see this one. So you can see the different settings and the mode. So we will select the magnetic fluid mode. I'm just explaining all the features with this example, and what we will do is we will save it to the file, save the settings to this file, and then we will try to load the application now. So this we actually saved to a file with the settings, and these are all the other related settings of this application. And maybe we will close this application and load it again, so that we will try to see whether it is actually loaded with the default settings file, experimental file. Just load the application now. Okay, it is actually loaded. Now this is actually the experiment view, where we will be able to load a different type of experiments. This you can have an experiment group, and you can have, in this experiment group, you can have subgroups where we can load different type of experiment settings here. So here are in this project, in this polygon crystal project, I have actually loaded all these settings. So let's try to simulate these settings for a milliampere current of 500 milliampere. Like this. So you can see all the real-time graphs and how this behaves. So there is a small deflection here. So maybe we will change the current to, let's say, 200 milliampere, and we will try to see how the behavior of the light, how the light interacts with the matter or this photonic device. Now the diffraction is a bit more. See this? Okay. So if you want to save all these these are all different experimental parameters which might come handy if you can save the same thing, same all these settings as different experiments to the same file, and that is where the role of snapshot is coming into picture. Okay, so we can create different snapshot groups. For the time being, I'm just creating a current experiment snapshots, and then I am trying to I will try to save this thing. This is actually a 200 milliampere snapshot, right? Okay, so I will try to create snapshot as 200 milliampere settings. Okay, so 200 milliampere snapshot. Then I will then what I will do is I will try to change it to 70 milliampere, and then run the application again. Okay, so let's see how it behaves now. So it deflects more or it deviates more. See this? Okay. So what I will do is I will save this thing as 70 milliampere. Okay, create snapshot 70 milliampere. Okay, and then I will save it as well. Okay, so if you want to close it and restore the previous snapshot as well, then that is also possible. See this? So now right now I'm trying to restore this 200 milliampere snapshot. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, it is a 200 milliampere snapshot, and just want to simulate the experiment. See this? Okay, this is a small deflection. Now I just want if I want to see the experiments with 70 milliampere, then all I need to do is just double click on the snapshot. So this will get filled with the 70 milliampere snapshot. Then I can try to run the experiment again with the 70 milliampere. Okay, see this? So this snapshot tab will be very handy when you do sort of experiments. So when you develop plugins, you need to add code for the snapshots so that it will automatically get reflected here. So that you need to ensure it from your when you develop your plugins, so that you will be able to easily restore and save the snapshot correctly. Especially the settings, you need to be saved to the file correctly, then it will automatically get taken care of. Okay, so this is the status where you will be able to status tab where you will be able to display different parameters of the experiments. Depending upon your scenarios, you can display different type of parameters here. For the time being, for this experiment, I actually loaded different parameters related to this photonic device simulation, and these are the some of the important graphs of the experiments where we have actually conducted all the photonic device related experiments, like distance versus refractive index, distance versus permittivity, or distance versus xy angle, etc. Okay, so you can have other graphs as well with which you can add it from your add-in. Okay, now if you want to have any sort of experimental nodes, you can place some experimental nodes here. You say test or whatever. Okay, maybe current change shows good results. Okay, like this, and you can save it in the experimental nodes, and if you close it and load it again, these experimental nodes will be there in here like this. Okay, so you can have small experimental nodes here, and so if you want to have different type of views here, see this. So you can have the wireframe view, solid object view, or you can have points view like this. See this, or you can have Schillhaute. So this is the default view, which is actually old as set. And in the basic, so if you want to log your simulation results like this, all these results to a CSV file. Yes, you can, it is possible, you can log it. This will automatically log it to the specific location which is actually saved, where the file gets saved. The CSV file will be saved to the same file location. And if you want to record it, yes, you can record with these recording settings like MP4. And there are two types of recording tools available. One is FFmpeg and another one is the screen recording tools, which we actually do the application. Default frame rate is 15. And if you want to record with the audio as well, yes, that is also possible. And you need to select the audio device. And the video quality, you can have different video qualities here to record it. Lowest, low, medium, high, and highest. And right now only one format is uploaded, like that is MP4. And if you want, you can append the date and time to the video file like this, okay, and all sort of things. Now other than things, you can load different macros and scripts like Python macros or VB scripts, and we will be able to run the APIs quickly, EurekaSim APIs, and we will be able to run and see the results here. Then I've already mentioned like the settings where you will be able to load all the plugins, load and unload the plugins. And if you want to print it, there is an option for printing as well, like this, okay.